And good evening. Welcome to the Basketball League, home of your Raleigh Firebirds. This is the CRN Sports Network. Trey Schneid and Bruce Barrett on the call. Good evening, my friend. How are you doing today?
Oh, we're doing really good, especially after coming off just a huge win last night against a very good basketball team. This Dallas team came in ranked number 2 in the league, and the Firebirds came out. They started hot, they stayed hot, and they were able to pull out a win. They'll be playing the second game of the weekend series against this Dallas team. It'll be a big win for them if they can pull that off tonight. We are, right now, we look at some of the stats that came in from last night. The Firebirds came in, they shot 53% from the field, and they were 48% behind the arc for 3 points. And they were blistering at the free throw line. They were 19 of 22 for an astounding 86.4% from the free throw line. And the tail of the game was this: bench points. The Raleigh Firebirds had 52 points from the bench, and the Skyline only had 9. It was an amazing game for the Firebirds. There were some really nice scoring also that came from Dallas. Dalen Guy had 35 points in the contest, and also Charlie Shorter had a really nice game with 29. But they started out in the first quarter with 38 to 20 at the end, and the Firebirds really never looked back in their 129 to 120 victory. They're now doing the announcements for the Raleigh Firebirds. And your officials for tonight's game, TBL officials, are Gregory Deverson. He is the crew chief. Stephen Brown and Joe Pettiford are also going to be the referees for tonight's game. Shaq Dance came in with a good, led the Firebirds last night with 25 points. And also Brock Young had a nice 22 points in the contest last night. But this right here, if they can win this game tonight and finish the series sweep, if you will, this could really turn their season around, Trey. And this is going to be a very, very big game for this ball club.
Absolutely. Again, we're about to get tipped off here in just a second. But, to kind of go back-to-back games, this team has been so close every single matchup, and it really kicked off the first game of the season against India Express. Well, they got blown out the window, let's be honest, or out the door. But the last 3 or 4 minutes of that ball game, I mean, something changed, and it's going to be a fun matchup for sure. And we're ready to rock and roll. Shaq Dance will have the basketball to kick off this afternoon for the Raleigh Firebirds. Gives it over to Aaron Baker for the quick three. It's going to be no good in the hands of Dallas Skyline, number 10. Number 4, Dalen Guy has the basketball now for the Skyline. He brings it up the left-hand side. They're going to play left to right now. Gives it over to Charlie Shorter, the captain this evening. Getting
nice
inside,
pass.
it's going to be no good. And in the hands of number 3, and Ricardo Artis. He's credited with a rebound and 2. 11:32 remaining in the first quarter. 2-0 in favor of the away team tonight in Dallas Skyline. Milligan brings it up. Sideline gives it over to McAllister for the 3. No good. In the hands of Kalen LeBray, the big man. He just throws it up there, and it goes in.
Nice rebound by McRae there on that score.
So 11-11 remaining in the ball game. Good defense by the big man in Kalen LeBray, but he gets it outside for the 3. It's going to be no good. They try to push him in, Dalen Guy, and it's going to be no good in the hands now. It's taken away by the Skyline. Bounce pass, no look pass, should you say, over to number 3, and Ricardo Artist. He now has 4 points.
Had a little pressure in the backcourt there to cause that turnover for the really uncontested score.
So Shaq Dance will have the basketball now for the Raleigh Firebirds on the left-hand side. Quick three. It's going to be up, and it's going to be a no good. And McAllister saves it from going out of bounds somehow off the shoelaces of number 10. And Kalen LeBray once again puts it up for 2. That's 4 points for him.
Yeah, he saved the ball. Dallas did, and under his own goal, you can't do that. And the Firebirds were able to get the ball and put in an easy layup.
So 10-17 remaining, 4-4 is your score. Good game so far already. Number 2, Charlie Shorter brings it up by himself, and it's going to be good. The captain, his first points of the night.
Charlie Shorter coming in with a 29-point night last night is showing his confidence tonight. Oh, what a pass.
Man, Kalen LeBray, one of my MVPs of this Raleigh Firebirds team, a newcomer, should you say. He was on the beginning roster. But he came in late and missed 3 by the Dallas Skyline, but he gets his own rebound, puts it up, and it's going to be good by number 3, Ricardo Artist. Kalen LeBray brings it inside. The big man throws it up there, and it's going to be no good. Rebound by Shorter, his first of the night.
You got to make those points in the paint.
And a fake behind the back to number 3, Ricardo Artist, and he puts it up, and we have a 30-second timeout.
Well, right now, the Dallas is running their offense. They're playing very good defense. They caused that turnover in the backcourt, which led to an easy layup. Right now, the Firebirds, they need to score in the paint. They've missed a couple of shots right under the basket. I'm sure that Coach Oliver right now is talking to them about that, saying, guys, we got to finish. But they do need to break that press because that can cause some problems.
Well, the biggest thing is both teams are moving the ball extremely well already. Either be the fake trying to get it inside, or they're shooting the 3 really quick tonight.
Right.
And so it's going to be interesting which team is going to be able to kind of push forward and say, you know what, we're going to pass the ball and hold the ball a little bit more. If I was them, that's what I would do to kind of take them off their game.
Yeah, you want to set up your offense. You don't just know. You can set it up right now. We got time to get up there and make a good shot. Those baskets that are made are just, they're going to be effective if they can just go ahead and set up their offense.
Absolutely. We're back from the break now. 9:24 remaining in the first quarter. The Raleigh Firebirds has the basketball. Milligan brings it up the center of the court, gives it over to Shaq Dance. He wants to call a play. Now gives it over to Aaron Baker, number 4. He gives it inside to the big man in McAllister. He's double-teamed. Now back outside to number 2, Milligan. He brings it to the right-hand side. He thought he had an open lane. He does. Puts it up. And it's going to be no good. Little bit erratic right now and early for the Raleigh Firebirds. Number 4, Dalen Guy has the rebound. He brings it up for the 2, and it's going to be no good. Another Caden LeBray once again. Another defensive rebound for LeBray.
He did a really good job last night rebounding the basketball.
So the Raleigh Firebirds, 10-6 is your score. They bring it up the right-hand side. That's Shaq Dance, one-step move back.
Nice
Gives
pass.
it inside to Caden LeBray. Puts it up, no good. And it's in the hands of the Dallas Skyline, number 4, Dalen Guy.
Trying to set up their offense a little bit better this time, though. And got a basket by Dallas.
And number 2 goes inside. He's nowhere to be found, but all of a sudden he shows up, and that's 4 points for him. And Shaq Dance, a little bit erratic once again, goes in up, and inside throws it up. It's going to be no good in the hands of number 4. And then Baker right there tries to take it away from down low. And number 10, Jarvis Hillary, is going to go to the free throw line. It's going to be a foul by number
14.
Is it 14?
Yes, it would be Eric McKnight with his.
Well, he's not on the floor. It'll be number 13.
13. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jameel McAllister. That's going to be his first. So 8-11 in the first quarter. 12-6 is your game, or your score, excuse me. And number 10, Jarvis Hillary, will be at the free throw line. He'll get 2. He puts the first one up, and it's going to be good. So 8-11, 13-6, still a fast-paced game. Only one team foul for either team, and Hillary makes the second one.
Well, the Raleigh Firebirds need to set up their offense now. It's 14-6 here with 8:07 to go in the first quarter. And there's a good way to get it started. Number 4, Aaron Baker with 3.
His first pointer of the night is a 3-point shot. 7:56 remaining in the first. 14-9 is your score. Triple team down low. Get it outside to Charlie Shorter for the quick 3. Sides against it, goes inside, puts it up. And that's going to be a 3 for the big man. Looks like he should be a linebacker. That is number 10, Number 11, excuse me, that is Wolf Rab.
Yeah, that's going to be a 2-point basket. The referees are saying it was 2.
So Jamil McAllister is going to be credited to go for the free throws here. His aggressiveness paid off. And that should be on number 10. That's on Jarvis Hillary. That's going to be his first.
Yeah, last night it was a big part of their game. They were 19 of 22 from the charity stripe.
That's right. That's so 86% from the line. That's awesome. That's their best all season. And McAllister misses the first one.
And as we say that, he misses his first shot.
Shame
on us.
I seen him do that, jinx the players. We were doing some warm-up, me and Baker, and every one that he put up that I gave him, it missed. So
missed both of them.
McAllister misses that one. 16-9 is your score. Quick three from Dallas Skyline, no good, but in the hands of Charlie Shorter. Number 2 for the Skyline. He goes up against McAllister, gives it over to Rab. Back outside to Shorter. He wants to shoot the 3, and it's going to be good.
McAllister just launched that one from way downtown.
So Shorter now has 7 points. 7:10 remaining. It's a 10-point game. 19-9 is your score. Shaq Dance wants to take a 3, sides against it, gets into the big man down low, and it's going to be blocked by Rab. His first block of the day here.
And the Dallas defense is playing much better basketball than they did last night, especially in the first period.
So they're going to find inside number 3 in Ricardo Lewis, Artist. And once again, 10 points already for Artist. And coming in the ball game is Young and Caleb Stewart, as well as McCoy, as well as Jorge Concepcion III. 6:34 remaining. Quick 3 going to be no good by the Raleigh Firebirds. Number 4, and Dalen Guy has the basketball. He misses it, gets his own miss, puts it up. Going to be no good. And LeBray fights for it.
Look at that.
And they're going to travel.
And they call it traveling.
DeMarcus Oliver is not happy with this officiating crew early in the first quarter, as we have a fresh group come in for the Raleigh Firebirds, like mentioned. And last couple possessions by the Firebirds, either on defense and offense, they're playing aggressive for Dallas Skyline, and the referees are letting them play.
Yeah, well, they're letting them play, but you know it's interesting. The score right now is 21-9 at 6:23. Well, last night it was 25-5 the other way at about this point of the game.
And so Dallas Skyline, the number 1 in the basketball league, the TBL league. And once again, the almost kind of an upset for the Raleigh Firebirds last night. And number 4, once again, Guy puts it in for 2. So 6:09 remaining, 23-9 here in the first quarter. Number 11, Brock Young, another Energizer bunny, should you say, gives it over to number 3, puts it up. It's going to be no good. That's Matthew McClain. And in the hands of number 2 and Charlie Shorter. That's his second rebound. And he throws up the 3, and it's going to be good.
Wow.
That's his second three-pointer of the night.
And the ball is going out of bounds, and it looks like it's going to be the Firebirds' ball real quick. Clemson defeated number 6 Florida State, 70-69.
Wow. They're on a warpath, beating the top-ranked teams here lately.
No pun intended.
That's right. That's right. They get it outside, 5:38 remaining in the first. Young puts it up for the quick 2, and it's going to be good. They're going to need Brock Young to step up here off the bench roll. Like you mentioned, you said to me earlier, 52-11 on the bench points last night in the upset win for the Raleigh Firebirds.
Yeah, it was amazing to watch. I mean, they would come in with 5 players at a time.
So Dalen Guy puts it up for 2, and that's going to be good. Great move by Guy to get free, about 2 steps behind him, and he puts it up. That's going to be a air ball 3 by Brock Young. You say, you know what? That's my fault. That's my fault, guys.
Yeah.
That's my bad.